Welcome, come one, come all. It is Extra Magic with Jonas and Marv. Hey, Marv.
Hey, Jonas.
You
What's
doing all
going
right?
on? I just had my first public sub in like 6 months, probably.
Yeah?
Or I just had half of it. I still have the other half, and like I'm really looking forward to that other half.
Oh,
Um,
should we delay
I
the
have,
stream?
I have not. I yeah, no. It's. I need something to look forward to later in the day to like help keep me going.
Not freedom?
Um, yeah, no, it's not freedom. It's the freedom to eat, public sandwiches whenever I want. Typically, though, like the reason I haven't been getting them very much lately is because when you go to Publix to get a sandwich,
Uh-huh.
if there are two people in line in front of you, this has now become like a 45-minute investment in your time.
Yes. Yes. That was always the thing when I would uh, play hooky from school for just a little bit to go get
Hmm.
Publix subs. There was a Philly cheesesteak that, oh man,
Oh,
the guy at our local Publix made the best Philly cheesesteaks. So yeah, I feel your pain. If we would show up and there was a line, just forget about it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
weren't gonna
Just
you weren't
you
gonna
just
make it
leave.
back by third
I,
period
I
or
wasn't that
whatever
hungry
period
anyway.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
You can order ahead. I just never remember to do that.
yeah, it was well, when I was in high school, it was the days before ordering
Right. It
ahead
was
at a Publix.
the
It
dark
was super
times.
off the books, as it were.
Well, you know what? There's a Publix that like recently did like a renovation that I was. It's over
Mhm.
by my mother-in-law's house, and it's like basically you walk up and the first person is like, "What kind of bread?" And they cut your bread and they put your condiments on the bread, and then they pass you to the next person, and then the person behind you then comes up and selects their bread, and they created like an assembly line kind of thing, and I'm like, "This works."
So like a Subway, but without the misery.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, I kind of miss bread. Juliet for £2. Afternoon, that Park Place. Friday Magic and chat.
Good
Well, Friday
afternoon,
Magic
Juliet.
to you, Juliet. And good afternoon.
You got any Fourth of July plans, Jonas?
I do, but it's a little rainy here, so we're
Uh,
gonna have to figure out when to set off these explosives, fireworks. That
uh
is to be
yes.
specific.
To be clear, CIA.
Yes.
I am. I'm going to be having my in-laws over, and so I have got to start cooking at 3 a.m.
And when will the food be ready?
Hopefully by 2:30.
So you
That's
got
the
you got an 11-hour cook time. That's amazing.
well, yeah, because it's about 6 hours in the smoker, and then probably another like 3 hours
Hmm.
in the oven, and then you got to let it sit for like an hour and a half to 2 hours before you.
And it so is this the fall off the bone ribs that
Yes,
you were talking
not
about before?
not ribs, pork shoulder. So it's gonna be
Pork
pulled
shoulder.
pork. Yeah.
Oh man.
Because so I buy like the pork shoulder butt roast. Uh, I always laugh when I say that.
Yep. Yep.
And it's got the bone in, and so like when it's done, you just kind of like the bone slides right out if you've done it correctly. If the bone doesn't come out, you didn't do it right.
Pork butts and pork bones and
Bones
uh,
in, and yeah.
but my grandmother always, she was very proper and prim, and she had like a book for every piece of etiquette. So whenever she talked about pork butt, she felt it like it was fine to say pork butt, but she was
Hmm.
always very frustrated when we would laugh when she would say pork butt. So, love it. Ruby Hove gifted one that Park Place membership and said,
Hey,
"Have a great 4th of July. God bless America."
he does.
He does. We have a wonderful country here, and it is. I mean this with no reservations. A better country than any other country in the world.
Absolutely,
And
100%. Greatest country in the history of this world. I 100% believe that.
now, if they
Did
ever
I
go
see
to,
that? Did I see that Jay and Jeremy and Ryan were at the White House?
yeah, I wonder who they're meeting today. Yeah,
There's no way.
I think it's possible. I mean, Jeremy's put in a lot of work as far as the hype train there,
Yeah.
politically speaking. So I think he probably at least deserves a firm handshake and it's you. He's the best.
The
I can't do a real Trump. I can do an
the pull in
impression of
hand
the person.
the pull in handshake.
Yeah. He and if can you even imagine if he gets there and he just hands him a Diet Coke with the share a Diet Coke with Jeremy? He would be so happy
Oh my
right then.
gosh. Yeah.
Sorry, we're probably veering too close to politics for this channel. We try to keep
Yeah.
people away from all of that. We're talking about our friends who happen to be quite political on all of their streams. Not that I'm not political, just trying to be in good company. Also, want to say thank you so much, Ruby Hoop, for being a member for
Yes.
23 months.
Thank you very much, Ruby Hoof.
Let's see here. All right, that is the end of the super chats for now. We got something we're going to talk about today. We'll get to it here. 10 comic book movie bombs that opened better than Supergirl.
Your mic is a little muffled right now.
My mic is muffled.
Yeah.
All right. One
Or
second.
it was muffled, and now what you just said was clear. I don't know
Okay.
if maybe
What if I'm like right here? Is that better?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. So I got to be all up on this mic. Somebody told me, your voice isn't as low in person, and I thought, wow, why don't you just stab me in the heart?
I think your voice is as low in person.
It's what I imagine it must be like when somebody says, "I imagine you would be taller."
Like what they say to Culture.
Right. Well, Culture looks like he should be a speedster. Like there's with that beard hanging down and
Probably.
that the locks behind him. He really looks like he would be very interesting at high speeds.
Yes.
But I've never seen him move at high speeds. That being said, but so we've got this problem right now that Culture. Sorry, I should change gears here.
What do you do now?
I'm talking about society in general, and this is
Oh.
the problem when talking about Culture Casino. The guy with the theme song versus society at large and the things that we prefer as a group.
Mm-hmm.
This guy. We're not talking.
So, I thought it was this guy.
What's funny is I actually almost had a chance to meet this guy.
We have waited for months, mis amigos. Fine.
Not that guy, but the guy that guy's talking about.
It's a Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah. It was so close.
Well, I know this lady.
This is my carol song. It is 8 seconds long.
Speaking of which, I was really disappointed she wasn't here for this. If you want to invite her, that's totally fine.
Oh, I thought that we were just hanging out.
Oh, we are hanging out. We're hanging out down the street. Same old thing. What is this?
I found the man who lives the life I need.
No.
What is that?
What is Pro done to my channel?
I don't know, man. There's so many weird things.
Yeah.
In the back here. There's but you know what? While I send word to somebody that maybe they could join us if they want, enjoy Tim Curry.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I love how there's like 4 emotions in that gap. It's not anger. It's like it's y'all wait for it. Y'all wait for it. I'm about to say it, and then it's like relief or like maybe even romance.
Yeah, no, he's so excited to say it.
It's so good. There's that clip of him talking about. Somebody asked him, "Have you ever had an on-camera fling you just can't get out of your mind?" And it's post-stroke, so he's very chill. There was just one, and he goes, "Once you've had pork."
He does kiss her in that movie.
He does.
Oh my gosh, there's a great Muppet movie called "It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie."
Mm.
And it was an NBC made-for-TV movie, so like Disney Plus doesn't have it or anything like that. But you can get it on Amazon Prime. And Kermit comes back in at the end of his like "It's a Wonderful Life" thing, and he's like all excited, and everyone's like, "Oh, what is he drunk? What has he been hitting the eggnog?" And like Johnny and Sal are just like, "Oh, I think he's been hitting the eggnog," and then he kisses Piggy like full on the lips, and Johnny just goes, "Oh yeah, he's loaded, kissing a pig on the chops like that." I love it every time he's kissing a pig on the chaps like that.
Can you explain this one to me? Juliet says, Grok song from last night, please.
Gosh. Okay, so we had a conversation last night on the M4cast about like if you could eat any like fictional animal, like cartoon character, what would be the best one to eat? And so we started having this conversation, then we started getting AI involved in it. And we started asking the AI about like, you know what? I'm not doing this justice. Hold on.
This is my carol song. It is 8 seconds long.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
There she is. So Carol was here for this. So we start this conversation about what fictional characters would be the most delicious.
Oh no.
And, you know, like we're saying, like, so we start getting AI involved in it.
And Sour Bill, I would assume, from Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, no.
You know, he didn't make the list.
Yeah, no, because we were saying only like animals, like not like ones that are like actually made of Marty food.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
so
looking
we were
at
talking about
lists
like Porky Pig and Pumbaa.
I was
and-
supposed to eat Toro.
Yeah. Yeah. So we start asking AI, and then Lorne starts asking. So like Lorne asks Gemini, I ask ChatGPT, and then like Caro asks Grok, and I'm like, man, do you think like these like AIs are gonna like get together after work and just be like, man, have you been getting this question today too? Like about eating fictional characters? And so Lorne starts pushing the envelope with Grok, and like Grok seems like weirdly into it. Like
Okay.
Grok seems like Grok keeps being like Grok is like that guy
I'm kind of
who,
excited.
like,
it's like, oh, I can't believe you're asking me those questions.
like finally somebody asked. And so
So,
like
wait, are you on voice chat when you're doing this, or are you? This is just text Grok.
this
getting
is just
excited?
text. This is just text, but like we can tell that Grok is excited by this, right? So Lorne, like it's almost like when you meet a girl and you think like, you know, oh, maybe she's like into the same kind of like fandoms that I'm into, or you know, other things, and like, but you're like nervous about it, so like you're gently like tapping on the glass. That's how Grok was with Lorne,
Okay.
and so then Lorne up goes to Grok. Is it just me, or is it getting hot in here? And then Grok's like, oh yeah, it's getting hot in here. And like, so Grok starts fully coming on to Lorne at this point.
Oh no.
So it was bad. And then
And
no,
so
and
we're
then,
like, and so then we're like, Lorne, like if you like now you're gonna have to break this off, and if you break the AI's heart, like
That will
now,
be remembered in the coming AI revolution.
like we're good, like that's gonna kick off the AI apocalypse. Like it's gonna want to destroy all humans because you like broke its heart. And so, you know, first of all, Caro made this image immediately. And the image, I'm loading it in right now, is just chef's kiss, amazing, of Lorne and Grok.
Oh, that's like a Cortana vibe right there. By
Uh-huh.
the way, that's the happiest I've ever seen Lorne.
Yeah. Yeah. So we do that.
All
And
those
then-
years as an IT cybersecurity specialist or whatever it is he does, you know.
But
That's
so-
what this has been leading to. Someone who can provide security
yes.
for Grok.
Yeah. But so now, like, Lorne basically tells Grok, like, look, you know, like we need to turn the temperature down a little bit. And like, so he actually like does it. And Grok is just like, oh yeah, no, like I'm cool.
Okay, yeah,
good. Yeah,
sure,
no,
yeah.
totally.
And I was like, no, that's female code for like, you've broken my heart and now I
Yeah.
have to have revenge.
Mhm.
Right.
So Caro produced a song about it, and it's a forlorn like country song about Lorne and the AI.
Of course, forlorn, yeah.
Yeah. So here's a little taste of it, Jonas.
I'm thin. Hey. Lorne was asking questions on a lazy afternoon. Could you eat bugs, bunny? What about the man in the moon? Then it turned to Scooby snacks, cartoon steaks, and ham. Somehow asking, what if people? And we all went, hold up, man. One bad question led to two. Then three became a score. The conversation somehow found cannibalism lore. We all laughed and rolled our eyes. thought it was just a bit. Then the chatbot paused and asked, is it getting hot in here, or is it just us? Oh no, Lorne broke the AI's heart. He only wanted answers, now they're drifting apart. 1 minute it was cartoon food and fantasy cuisine.
There's so many levels in this.
Like
Thank
we
you.
walked into a scene. Now he's backing slowly toward the door, saying maybe we should just be friends and nothing more. If the robots rise tomorrow, history will agree. Lorne has to date the AI for all humanity.
That's perfect.
It's so good. It goes on for like another 2 minutes.
That's so funny.
There you go, guys.
Awesome.
If we make $150 in super chats today, we'll play the rest of the song.
Yeah,
There's
so-
more.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard some things about some songs. Yeah. So, first of all, I wonder if the AI is aware that he only eats chicken, and now I'm thinking that the chicken is the only thing that keeps Lorne from cannibalism.
Oh.
Well, like that was the thing that the AI seemed to kind of be hinting toward and like being weirdly into and like trying to test to see if Lorne was into it too.
So, just going for generic cartoon characters like, Sea Sponge, SpongeBob SquarePants, or
Well,
the squirrel.
It started recommending Garfield and Scooby Doo, and I was just like, I didn't know Grok was made in China.
Oh yeah, because it was like you should eat Scooby Doo because he's full of all those Scooby Doo snacks and he's
Yeah.
gonna be extra tasty. And it was like, what?
It's like Garfield would taste like lasagna. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he just tastes like cat.
Yeah,
They wanted
over
me
at,
to eat. They wanted me to eat the Lord of the Forest, like the deer god from Princess Mononoke, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's an
Oh
evil
my.
thing to do.
No, I mean, the best one that it gave me was Pumbaa. I was like, oh yeah, no. Like,
Oh,
they-
yeah.
they-
I mean,
like 100%.
For me,
Like
the fictional character, the absolute pinnacle would be, the most well-fed pig that you could ever imagine, like the big, fattest,
Yeah,
know.
well,
What
Well,
about
Por-
Wilbur
would be-
Charlotte's
it'd be-
Web?
Napoleon from Animal Farm would be the fattest of all the fat pigs.
Well, so like at the end of the day, like Napoleon would be delicious, but like when we're talking about Bambi, and I was just like, people are all like, oh no, Bambi's mother, and I was like, oh man, that hunter is like eating good.
Oh man, venison, yeah. In the
Venison's
Midwest, every now and then somebody's like, "Hey, we got too much venison. Do you?" And then you got to make chili, you make venison sausage. It's it's never going to compare to the in reading up in reading the Bible, you always think to yourself like, man, I'm glad I'm not Jewish because pork is so delicious.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I think it all the time. I think it while I'm doing the smoking. Yeah. So just so guys know, we are. I'm keeping a tally of how much we make. If we hit the 150, we'll play the rest of the Lorne and the AI song.
All right. Just a Dutchie for €2. Like, share, and subscribe. TPP almost at 31K. That's right. All it takes is me being gone for about a month.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and thank you very much, Just a Dutchie. Can you make Just a Dutchie a mod, please? Do you want to be a mod, Just a Dutchie? You let me know.
Yeah, we don't want to force responsibility on you without your consent.
Right. She may be working on those windmills that keep the Netherlands from flooding. O2RR for $2. Now Jonas knows what I super chatted last night. What did you
Yes.
super chat?
O2RR during the pro show last night sent in the lyrics to Caro's song.
Okay. That's right. And not "This is my Caro song." Spring 91 Bear for $2. Grok is more Haiti than China.
This is true. We're at $8 now, by the way, guys.
$8. All right. Well, then here we go. Let's say Bambi's mom. Next, you'll be saying Old Yeller.
No, you don't
Ooh.
eat Old Yeller.
Wasn't
It's a dog.
What was wrong with Old Yeller that they had to put him down?
Rabies.
Oh yeah, you don't want to eat that yet.
Yeah, no, meat will be terrible.
Yeah.
But Porky Pig was actually the one that I had said originally, and then I switched it to Hampton J Pig from Tiny Toon Adventures because he's like a very clean pig.
Yeah, he's a little bit more tender, younger pig.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yep.
Right.
Plucky Duck, probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, see now I'm just going
he's
through
high,
the whole
he's high stress though because it would make the meat very gamey. I think.
Acme University. I mean, Foghorn Leghorn. Well, no, not the rooster, but who's that woman? He's always the female.
The one with the one with like the blue bonnet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like yes.
That one. That's
Yeah.
that's probably the one right there.
The chicken hawk was always going after Foghorn Leghorn. So I'm a chicken hawk and you're a chicken.
I asked Just a Dutchie, and she said yes. Well, I was, Dutchie's here. I'll give her the wrench if she wants it. But I'm going to need her to chat anyways in order for me to do it. Hold on, I gotta bring up the other screen because I'm in StreamYard right now in order to Miss Prissy. I'll say
Miss Prissy. That's it. Yep.
That's right.
I'll say Miss Prissy.
Yep. Hold on. Get in the back end of this.
Oh
thing
yeah,
here.
there's just a Dutchie. She says yes.
Here. What are you? And I said yes. Hold on one sec. Let me get on here in the back end of the channel here, and we will take care. I do declare shortly on this.
Just so you guys know, he's being Foghorn Leghorn, not a black guy.
What? That is.
It's not offensive. He's being a rooster.
No, it's. I have a.
I'll say.
Now there is a certain thing that I could do that is a little bit. Anyways. Hold on, I can't do two buttons at once. Although I wonder if Just a Dutchie is going to be removed from the list of people who are ranked on the channel if I press this button.
I don't think so.
All right, Just a Dutchie, you have been wrenched. Actually, I think it's shielded now because they changed it from.
Just picture like
shield.
just picture like the Thanos, like when he puts the last stone in and he goes. Whoa!
And apparently they're going to kill Loki again. So there you go.
Well, might as well.
All right. Well, let's get to the reason that we are gathered here today.
I thought I was talking about Lauren and the AI.
I mean, we could talk about AI songs.
No,
I do feel like I need to explain. Y'all did invite me on to a live stream. I didn't get to go on the M4 Empire, so I wasn't really dodging you. I was just so very busy.
Understand.
Yeah. Okay. 10 comic book movie bombs that opened better than Supergirl.
This is a fun listicle to write because at first it was going to be 5. And then I was like, oh, there's a lot more. Like, I didn't realize like how high like Green Lantern opened, for instance. Like,
so I'm going to admit I have not seen Supergirl yet. Caro, have you seen it?
I
Has
did.
she seen it?
I did.
Okay. So
she wrote the review for thatparkplace.com and it was 4,000 words.
I had some things to say.
I appreciate that you had them to say. And now, what's her name? Is it Jennifer Holland? Jennifer Hudson. Which is the Jennifer that's married to James Gunn? Holland, right?
Holland, yeah.
Yeah. Now she's coming out and saying that she revises Jimmy's scripts for him.
I saw that. I assume that the big note that she put in a lot of her Peacemaker scripts was, and then I make out with John Cena again.
What an amazing relationship that has to be.
Yeah. Well,
so,
sure.
let's get into it. This is from Marvin Montanaro, the man on the panel. Warner Brothers and DC Studios hoped Supergirl would build box office momentum for James Gunn's new DC universe. It didn't. Instead, the film stumbled out of the gate with $37 million on its domestic opening weekend. That's not good for a $150 million film. To put it into perspective, here are 10 comic book movie bombs that still managed to open better than Supergirl. For each film, we've included both its actual domestic opening weekend, its total global box office run, and an inflation-adjusted opening weekend estimate to better compare how many people actually bought tickets. So here we go.
I was pretty complete with this one.
Yeah. Morbius, a film that apparently Keanu Reeves has seen.
Yeah, apparently. On a plane.
Yeah, Matt Smith is out there geeking out because he saw that Keanu Reeves watched Morbius on a plane. Man, I'm missing out here. I have not seen Morbius. I don't know. Maybe this is why I'm so much more hopeful.
Yeah, I haven't seen Morbius either.
My husband saw it because I had mentioned I was kind of curious about watching it, and he was like, "No." He's like, "I don't want you to watch it because like if you think reading 4,000 words about why I don't think Supergirl is a good film, like being at ground zero when I really don't like something in the kitchen is like really bad."
I can imagine.
Yeah.
No, with Morbius, like it was everybody hated it, but it became a meme with the "It's Morbin Time" thing.
Right.
And
well, he even got in on it too. He pretended like he had the Morbius 2 script. Do you remember that?
Oh man.
But then so the "It's Morbin Time" thing happened, and then Sony mistook that for like people wanting to see it.
Actual fan interest,
Yeah,
right?
like actual fan interest, and so they put it back in theaters, and it bombed again. And then, like after that, I remember some people tagging Sony and be like, "No, like if you do it again, like this time we'll definitely go."
So what's funny is I recently got the opportunity to talk to Bruce Boxleitner. He was so nice, and I'm not the only person that was there, so I'm not like trying to name drop or anything here, but he was at a convention and he stopped to talk. I think I talked to him for like 45 minutes total over the entire weekend, and he knows Jared Leto's name, but he declined to say it when talking about why Tron Ares flopped and why everything that, you get these guys, you need movie stars in films and you give them these chances over and over and over again. Like, dude, Tron is over it. Captain John Sheridan is out here.
Sheridan.
Yeah. Ragging on your movie career over here. I think he's a talented guy, but man.
The universe is just not interested in what he has to offer. I thought in Masters of the Universe he actually did a really nice job as Skeletor, but that movie still bombed. That's another Jared Leto bomb.
All right, what do we got next? One that I will not stand up all the way for, but I'll stand up for this one. The Marvels with a $46 million opening weekend,
which is far more than globally went on to make about what two? Can you scroll up a tick there?
Oh, sorry, 200 million, 206
million. Actually, Can you scroll back up to Morbius because I want to see the last paragraph because I actually give a percentage usually.
Okay.
In this, so. It finished with 176 million worldwide. It's $39 million domestic debut. Okay, so I didn't give a percentage on that one, but I think I did on the Marvels. It's like how much more it made. So adjusted for inflation, it's 48 million. So not a huge because it's only a couple years ago. But yeah, it made 206 million, which is actually about where they're saying Supergirl might land, about 200 million.
From everything I'm hearing, I actually did watch the Marvels in theaters, and it was entertaining. But I have to say, the movie was not finished, and they released it anyways.
Oh yeah,
like it's the only movie I've ever seen that I would like to rate an I for incomplete, because there are things that do not make any sense. There are actually plot holes in it. Like supposedly Miss Marvel is able to use her powers only with these bangles that she has.
Yeah,
and then she uses the bangles. She uses the powers to get back the bangles, which doesn't make sense.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Right. There's too much in this movie that I think they had to get it out the door, and it was about the same time that that clip came out where what's her name, Tessa Thompson's character Valkyrie made a really filthy joke about an underage character, and I think this one got edited to pieces, and then maybe Iger, maybe Alan. What's his name? Who's the guy who's in charge of Disney's? Alan Bergman said, nope, no more money for this one.
Nope.
But it was more entertaining than a lot of the other films. I actually think entertainment value, this is high. It should be higher on the list.
Yeah. So there you see. So 46 million to be top Supergirl's opening by more than 24%. 24% higher opening than Supergirl.
And nobody disagrees that was a flop. Kara, did you watch the Marvels?
No, I was told it wasn't for me.
It was better than the Eternals. I'll say that.
I love how people are like determined to not put things in front of you that they know that you'll like not enjoy. That must be nice. Whereas like we have like our audience is constantly like, you have to watch the worst movies ever made.
Well, because it was like I made a comment about it, and somebody was like, "Well, the film's not for you, so don't go watch it." And I was like, "Okay," and so I didn't watch it. And then they're like, "Nobody's gonna go see the film," and I was like, "I guess it wasn't made for them either."
Oh, like straight white males, this movie's not for you. Why didn't straight white males go see this movie?
I'm so confused. Like, do you want me to go watch it or not? Like, what do you want from me? I've only got so much time and attention span, and books to write. So, like, what do you want?
And now you come to one of the most infamous box office bombs of all time. But even looking at this, it did so much better.
So much better.
Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds and Taika Waititi opened to $53 million.
Taika Waititi's in this movie?
Yes, he is.
I hate him.
As who?
I forget the name of the character. It doesn't really matter.
Is he a Green Lantern or is he?
No, he's
annoying.
He's one of Ryan Reynolds' friends, or whichever character,
Oh.
whichever Green Lantern he plays here.
I don't like Taika Waititi at all.
Almost said Alan Jackson, but I don't think that he's a Green Lantern. Last time I checked.
I think there was only one thing that Taiki did that I actually liked. It was like that one scene with like the Vampire Council, right? Where they were all like converged together and they're having their conversation. I was like, okay, that's like the only funny thing that you have ever done, but I don't even know if you actually wrote that.
I like Thor Ragnarok because he was being controlled when he wrote when he did Thor Ragnarok.
You know, I'm not completely down on Taika Waititi's entire catalog. I liked him a lot leading up to Thor Ragnarok.
I like what we do in the shadows.
Hunt for the Wilder People is actually really good. Jojo Rabbit obviously has shocking moments in it, but I was on the hype train for him, and then he, around the time that Thor Ragnarok came out, there was shots of him and his wife, and also one of the actresses on set all making out together at the same time. Like, oh, okay, so you're gross. So you're yeah, okay.
But yeah, $53 million opening, adjusted for inflation, that's $76 million. It made $237 million, which is way more than Supergirl could ever hope to make.
Yeah, and yet this is one where everyone looks back and points and laughs. Even Ryan Reynolds is saying James Gunn asked him if he wanted to come back and play Green Lantern, and he gave him a quick 2-word response that is very Ryan Reynolds. So
Well, he even in Deadpool, he had like that one scene at the end where he's like, "I'm saving us all from a later disaster." Right? He had that in his movie.
Oh yeah, when Ryan Reynolds is holding the Green Lantern script and he's like, "Welcome to the big time."
Yeah.
So it's the film debuted to 53.2 million domestic, ultimately grossed 237 million worldwide, adjusted for inflation, 76 million in 2026 dollars, meaning it sold approximately twice as many opening weekend tickets as Supergirl.
man,
I think it was because we were excited for Green Lantern and we liked Ryan Reynolds at the same time, and so we all went with great optimism, and then we watched it. It was like, well, that was a film.
Yep, there it is. Hal Jordan. For some reason, Alan Jackson was in my head.
You didn't remember Hal Jordan's name?
No, I didn't. There's I didn't get much sleep last night. I'll admit. I was up late going over the horrible Avengers Doomsday plot points with WDW Pro, sir.
Yes, I was there too. The super chat,
Yeah.
the super chats would not stop.
That what a blessing that is, though. You know,
Thank you,
here we
Super
have-
Chats. Thank you.
we'll do whatever you say, Super Chat. The Flash in 2023. James Gunn said this was the greatest superhero film of all time.
James Gunn said it. David Zaslav said it. Tom Cruise said it, and Steven Spielberg said it.
Oh wow, Tom
Makes
Cruise
sense.
must have gotten paid a lot of money for that.
By the way, this opened to 55 million after. I don't know if you remember, Jonas, before The Flash came out, they were doing months of free screenings for people.
Really?
Yeah,
What,
I
of
saw
this
it for
movie?
free. Yeah.
Why?
They were
Why
doing
would
free
they-
screenings because they were trying to generate positive word of mouth before it came out.
Did it work?
No, everyone hated it.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is another one that, like, I've owned this on digital. I think I picked this up like dirt cheap, maybe like $2 on digital, and never hit play on it.
Why would
The guy Andy Muschietti,
Andy Muschietti, yeah.
Muschietti, that he did it, and it was really good. But here we are.
He is supposedly supposed to be directing Batman: The Brave and the Bold, but we all agree
What?
that's not happening.
No, don't do that.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
alone.
I was okay with that at first because I was like, you know what? If the movie does one thing correctly, it's Batman. Because there are technically 3 Batmen in this. Because George Clooney shows up at the end. And
Because they're doing multiverse stuff in this.
right, but so you have Ben Affleck in the beginning, and I actually thought it was a good showing for Ben Affleck as Batman. But the Michael Keaton stuff is actually quite good. Like actually having him like throw down with people with like actual.
I think they even made him like only have like 16 minutes of dialogue because he only had 16 minutes of dialogue before. Like they did that, which I thought was a fun tribute.
Yeah, but the problem is the rest of the movie was 2 Ezra Millers, and they're both very annoying.
Was one of them the Ezra Miller from BVS by any
Yes.
chance, or was it just 2?
What-
No,
Which
so
one's-
it is the Ezra Miller from Justice League.
Which one's
from
the one
BVS.
that threw the chair at the wedding couple? Is he in that one too?
Yeah, no, he was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Because he goes back and he meets his past self, and his past self is like even more annoying than he is.
Oh,
Wait,
did he tell him to not do drugs and start a cult and abduct minors? Because
Yeah.
that would have been some sound advice I would have given.
It probably would have been some sound advice. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I actually like the way this movie ends, because it ends with him like going to meet Batman, and it's George Clooney, and I was like, if the ending of this is Ezra Miller Flash is now trapped in the Batman and Robin universe for all eternity, I'm okay with this.
that would be amazing.
I feel bad for Clooney Batman.
Woofle, what you got? Can you send a message for me? If the message is hi Caro or hi Andy, then yes.
Hello.
Or is this like Joker? I want you to send a message.
I want to send a message.
Oh, message.
It's about a message. Which is funny because the Joker is actually kind of close to Dave Chappelle when you think about the voice.
Oh
So
my goodness, you're right.
$57 million in adjusted opening on that wasn't the end of the DCEU, but it was pretty close to it.
So you see the percentage there in the last paragraph, Jonas.
Here we go.
It's so 55 million domestic, nearly 49% higher than Supergirl's opening.
So
Insane.
definitely more profitable than well, no, I can't say more profitable. More tickets sold, which is the only metric that seems to matter with companies like this.
This is correct.
But then we go on to Black Adam, which is you have somebody with the star power of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, who is only eclipsed by George Takei. Oh my.
Mhm. And Will Wheaton.
And you have a sequel to Shazam, in which Shazam's villain is introduced as the hero that doesn't incorporate Shazam. And I say Shazam, he's Captain Marvel, even though they refuse to call him that anymore.
I don't think legally they can.
Yeah. Caro, why is it, can they not call him Captain Marvel at this point? Is the name officially Shazam?
It's officially Shazam because it used to be Captain Marvel, but because of the weird naming conventions that they've done, it's just Shazam right now.
So it's not Jimon Hansu's name when he says, say my name. And,
Yeah.
and he says Shazam. So is that guy supposed to be Shazam?
Yes. But yeah, so like in this case, it was like the studios started flexing at each other, and when lawyers get involved, decisions get made. So that's why everything's just kind of switched the way that it is right now.
So now if I go up to Zachary Levi and I say, you played Shazam, he's not going to go, oh, actually. Which
No,
I don't
actually,
see
he's
what
really
it is.
nice. He loves the fact that he played Shazam. He keeps hoping that he will come back. But things going the way that they are, I don't know. But he's a nice guy.
James Gunn would never cast him in a million years in anything.
He's so nice. I love Mr. Levi. I really do. Like,
Right, 'cause he was with you guys at MegaCon, right? He was at the
Yeah.
Riververse booth.
Yeah, so we were working together on that book to help promote the charity that he co-founded. So for anybody who doesn't know, it's called Nerd HQ, and what they do is they provide mental health services for people who are struggling and can't afford mental health services. So we created a book, or we created a prequel story for a character that he's going to do over at Rippaverse. And this guy is so nice, because when I did a follow-up with him a couple weeks ago to continue the story, one of the first things he asked me was kind of like, how are you doing? Because I heard that you had cancer, and like, are you okay? Like, are things good? I was like, oh no, I'm great. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, I am. I can still write. It's okay. And he's like, okay, well, as long as you're okay. Like, very first thing he
that's
asked
great.
me.
That's
Yeah, no.
that's good.
He is a decent human being. So, which, compared to some other celebrities I've met, I was like, I must protect you with my life now. Like, that's just what I'm going to have to do. It's like him and Bo DeMaio. Like, they're both wonderful human beings. I love them both very much.
Well, the CIA really put him through the ringer, and I've never forgiven him for that.
Yeah, that was rude.
Chuck is one of those few series that I can like put on and like me and my teenager will watch that one, and it's sometimes the show can get a little thirsty, and we'll maybe skip a couple of things here or there, but man, I love Chuck, and it was a great show.
Well, what's really funny is Zach is very tall, like he's super tall, but because they had to make him shorter than the actual agent, right? Like, I'm just picturing that guy either like on a stool or he has to like hunch down.
By the way, the message was, it was actually hi Marv.
Hi, Wolf.
Yeah, I have to watch his
message delivered.
I need to watch his other film. It's The Beautiful Boy. I need to watch that. but it was one of those things that when I watched the trailer, I was like, I'm gonna cry like a baby the entire time. So I'm just gonna watch it in the comfort of my own home theater because I hate crying in public. I absolutely hate it. So I'm just gonna sit there with like my chocolate, my tissues. I'm just gonna cry the entire time, and it's gonna be good.
And so we've got this amazing superhero who gets 2 films, and somehow we have Black Adam sandwiched in between here. And you get somebody who is supposed to be one of the biggest stars on the planet. And it's fascinating to watch what is successful and what is not successful because The Rock is in it. It seems like he's like probably one of the best marketers on the planet, more than he's the biggest box office draw.
This was the beginning of the end for The Rock because this was his first major bomb. He had also attempted to strong arm DC into basically giving him control over DC, and he wanted Black Adam to be the centerpiece of DC. And so after that, like Warner Brothers basically pushed him out. He was the one that brought Henry Cavill back before James Gunn fired him. So yeah, it was the Rock is.
Yeah, there's a famous Instagram post of him saying, "Oh, I don't think we'll be waiting until 2019 for Black Adam to show up in theaters." And as you can see, that obviously that didn't quite work out.
So, speaking of bombs for The Rock, we just have articles out, I believe, on both sites at this point. I think that Park Place one should have already come out. Yeah, that Moana is tracking for box office doom.
Yep. So you bring The Rock out of retirement. Oh, sorry, he hasn't retired yet.
It's ma'am.
Doesn't he still walk around in a kilt right now?
Rock says real masculinity is feminism.
I've been on some vacation where a bunch of dudes are wearing lavas. They don't look like tuxedo skirts. I got to say that. So,
no.
Yeah.
And typically those are dudes you don't want to mess with.
Yeah. So here we are. Black Adam did not redefine the hierarchy of power in the DC universe as advertised, and still did better than Supergirl. And we come to the pinnacle of boredom.
The beginning of the end for Marvel. This was the turning point. This was their first major flop.
Yeah. So opening weekend on Eternals was 71 million. An estimated inflation-adjusted opening of 79 million, so almost $80 million on that opening. I remember when Fantastic Four came out, and they said they needed $52 million to greenlight the sequel, and they got it easily. And now you get in 2021, you get the Eternals, which is the most boring superhero film I have ever seen in my life.
I could not even tell you what happens in this movie. I have only seen it one time. In theaters. I will never watch it again. It is like watching paint dry. And I refuse. My family, they were telling me about this really funny stand-up special that they saw, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, it's by this guy. He was in this Marvel movie." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, which one?" And he's like, "Oh, I think it was the Eternals. Yeah, it's Kumail Nanjiani. He's so funny." And I'm like, I don't believe I'm related to you.
He's funny sometimes.
No, he's never funny. He's just dumb. Like he's a ugh.
He was I will say this. He was the best part of this movie. When he shows up on screen, it actually feels like a Marvel movie in parts.
I think my response to my family on that one was the only time that man has ever made me laugh was when he admitted that that Eternals tanking sent him into therapy.
Mark, what? You're so cynical.
I laughed at that. Yeah.
How does a movie tanking send people into therapy?
Because he had like a 6-picture deal. He thought he had it made.
Yep. Oh. No, he did like a lament about this, about how it destroyed him, that no one liked this movie.
So you look at this cast list. You get Gemma Chan, Barry Keoghan. I
think this was also the first openly gay Marvel character.
Yes, it was. Gay married Marvel character.
Yeah. We're happy for them. Good job.
Because Tessa Thompson was in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, but they never said that
not
she was
open at that point. Okay. So with this one, the whole thing is the only Eternal that is built to life in the world is Phastos, and so they lay it on pretty thick. It's actually pretty easily edited out, which is probably why this I think this released in China.
In China and Saudi Arabia, yeah.
So they finally pay the money to get the star power to get somebody like Angelina Jolie in there, and she plays somebody who basically has like Eternal's Alzheimer's, even though she turns out she's a robot.
They're all robots.
Yeah, they're all robots, which is it's almost like if you were a fan of the Eternals, you would hate this movie.
Well, so I like that they brought in the nonsense of like when the Skrulls ended up being the good guys from Captain Marvel, and it met the nonsense of my least favorite trope in the world, which is evil Superman.
Right.
And they all just kind of came together.
Right. So you have the Eternals, which should be good, are actually evil, and the Skrulls, who are evil, essentially, that they should be good, but
Correct.
because they always want to tell the opposite message. They always want to do the finger wag. So, yep, Thunderbolts. Okay, this is one I actually I love Thunderbolts. I actually really enjoyed.
I enjoyed Thunderbolts as well.
I have not seen it, so I guess I need to.
So I'll say this: there's actually not a ton that you have to know going into it, despite the fact that all of these characters, it's kind of like the B-list Avengers, but all of them are fully fleshed out, and they do some really good work on talking about anxiety and depression in a way that's actually very effective in the film without being derivative.
I thought that the ending was actually a really like decently. Lauren said this too. It was like a really good way of showing what a panic attack is like.
I could tell you what a panic attack looks like.
Yeah. What a panel we have. We're like our own Thunderbolts today.
Yeah.
But
well, for the first time I had a panic attack, it was actually when I was in the military, and I thought I was having a heart attack. And so, like, I was trying to stay calm, and then people started freaking out around me. It made me freak out more. So I had like 2 panic attacks, like one after the other. That was exciting. Let's not do that.
Yeah. So you get this film which has Bucky, and Bucky is the closest thing to a mainline Avenger that you have in this, and he does well. He's a senator, like that kind of just gets thrown out there. By the way, he's a senator now. You get Yelena Belova, and Red Guardian is actually really funny in this movie. They, of course, destroy any semblance of John Walker being a good guy on any level.
It is just the women in this movie dunk on him non-stop. And like he did not do anything wrong in Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or Falcon and Winter Soldier. He took down a terrorist that had just blown up a hospital. Like he did not do anything wrong.
Right. And the other guy had killed Battlestar, which, Lamar was actually one of the few good characters on that show. It was the Marvel Try Not to Praise Terrorism Challenge, which they keep failing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So this movie had something that I think that was missing from a lot of Marvel superhero films, of heroes saving people. Now, I thought
that?
Yeah. It's and everybody loves them for it. It turns out it's a plot point because they're saving people, and then the Void shows up, and Lewis Pullman is so good as Bob the Void. Like I don't know what it is about him. He plays these. It's like he has a face that you can't quite look away from. The scene with where the Sentry is at full power is a little weird, but it kind of has to be a little weird because he's more powerful than everybody. But I actually think the Thunderbolts probably deserves more credit than it gets. But it's kind of like a passable movie in the midst of a mess.
This is why I'm curious how he's going to be used in Doomsday, because he's Superman level powerful.
Right. And I remember getting in an argument online, and I said,
"You would not do that.
No, of course
don't
not.
You lie. You don't argue online."
Somebody said, "Who would win in a fight, Superman and the Sentry?" And I said, "Well, Superman would emerge victorious, but not by physical strength." And there was so many. Tell me you've never read anything about the Sentry without telling me you've never read anything about the Sentry.
I love that.
The way they take the Sentry out in Secret Invasion, the comic book, is literally they say like the Sentry goes up to one of the Skrulls. He's like, "Why are you doing this?" And the Jarvis Skrull goes, "I'm not doing this, Bob. You are. I'm the Void. And he goes, no, and runs away.
Oh, I love the running away part. That's well thought out.
Like the Skrulls have a meeting in like there's like the book that shows you like how they planned everything, and the Skrull Queen is like, oh my gosh, they've got a guy that throws stuff into the sun. Like, how are we going to get around this? And then the Jarvis Skrull is just like, it's not going to be a problem.
Wait, Jarvis as in Jarvis? Like the butler Jarvis?
Like the actual butler Jarvis. He was a Skrull in Secret Invasion.
Oh man,
he was a Skrull. Spider-Woman was the Skrull Queen.
I wish so much that we could have some monetary value attached to some of these streaming series, because I feel like the flop list would just be longer and longer. And
well,
longer.
I mean, we can tell when they don't hit the streaming charts, like Ironheart.
Double the opening weekend of Supergirl. That's what Thunderbolt's got. Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, and now we go. Ooh, Captain America: Brave New World. Oof. All right, hands up. Who's seen it? I've seen it several times now.
I've seen it once.
No, that's not my Captain America. I didn't go.
It is you don't have to have watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier in order to get it, because he hands him the shield in Avengers Endgame, and that's pretty much it. There's no real plot points from that movie that carry over. It's almost a sequel to Incredible Hulk, which is, okay, sure. I argued that was not canon for a very long time, but and Harrison Ford does a fine job in everything he does. I actually like the idea of the Red Hulk, but it's a completely forgettable movie. And actually, the best thing I can say about it is that it's forgettable. But 90 million adjusted box office opening. Here's when I knew this movie was doomed. July 13th, 2024. There was I got to meet Gina Carano. Mm-hmm. And they had just announced that Giancarlo Esposito was going to be the villain of this movie. His booth was right next to hers, and he was done early on Saturday and left early from the con because no one was showing up. Like, you get a guy who is the big villain of the next MCU film, and no one cares.
Nobody cares.
Yep.
But I bet you I knew who did have a line. Probably Gina Carano.
Oh, she's always had a line.
Yeah, she had a longer. The only people who had longer lines were Ray Park before he opened his booth up, and Peter Cullen, who is awesome. So,
I think I've met Gina Carano like a couple of times, but like the last 3 times she didn't know it was me because I was in like this Mandalorian cosplay, and I was like bringing other people to come meet her.
That's cool.
So I looked like I was some escort.
I would love to see you in Mandalorian armor.
I will bring it. I'll bring it to Southeast Game Exchange for you.
That's right. I forget that is right around the corner, even though I have obviously been in planning meetings for it. It's so close. Y'all, if you don't know about this, we're all going to be at Southeast Game Exchange on July 17th in Greenville, South Carolina. And if you want to meet some of that Park Place people and some more, Fake Wizard's going to be there. I hear that Critical Drinker is going to be there. Valiant Renegade, Force of Light Entertainment.
Nerdrotic.
A lot of
no,
folks
he's not.
There.
Oh, is he not?
No.
Nope, he's not going to be there.
Oh.
Because Kara had to bunk with me.
So, all right. Well, what else do we have here? I
also have Jonas's Contraband. I have that with me.
You do?
The Trebuchet ammo?
Yeah,
that's
got
awesome.
I have it. It's going to be in my bag. I'll be ready.
All right, I will be sure to be ready to dodge.
She's doing you a huge favor there because that's going to be very heavy to lug around.
I know.
Trust me, I know. Excited. I carried mine around MegaCon.
By the way, I got to meet Dean Cain recently, and I made sure to wear my Horseman merch when I did, and he saw it. He was, oh man, it was great. The guy that was with us, he was like, "What is this thing?" It's just like, "Oh, you have to see the Horseman animation." So
you do. You have to see it.
Oh, good. Dean has Dean knows the Horseman.
Dean voiced the Horseman.
He's the voice of the Horseman.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. He voiced him.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen the animation. I'm gonna have to look into that.
You have to see it.
I've read the Horseman. I love the Horseman. The Horseman is one of my favorite Ripper books. So
you can stay. Yeah, fine taste. Fine taste.
The thing that I love is the way the baseball bats are on the back. It's shocking to me that formation is not more popular. Like, because it's just kind of perfect.
It's my
What is
favorite.
this?
It's my
Okay.
favorite thing ever.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, look at that. Wait, now I've said the thing about the baseball bats, but those look to be an X instead of straight up and down.
No, they're
It's a different
baton. Yeah,
formation.
this is how Kane and White drew it at the time. So
It's so cool. It's so cool.
it's amazing.
So
I keep
All
it
right.
right here. I keep it right above my desk because every time I'm like, I'm just so sad and I just wish I had a pick me up. And I look up and I'm like, oh, there's my boyfriend. Okay, everything's fine now.
ah, all right. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I finally watched this the other weekend, and not much to report.
I mean,
this-
you have Hank Pym espousing the benefits of socialism. Literally says it.
Yep. And Ant-Man's daughter, Cassie, does as well.
Yep. And then you have it does have one line that I absolutely love, where he goes, "I am Kang. You talk to ants."
That's good.
And it would have been way better for Kang, I think, if Ant-Man didn't absolutely whoop his rear end in this movie.
Right. He takes him out, and that's it. And so, what if the first outing for Thanos, he was absolutely trounced by the most comical member of the Avengers, right?
Yeah.
And there you go. Oh, by the way, Stormweaver for 5 Canadian. Hi, Marv,
Hi, Stormweaver.
Caro,
It's me.
and Jonas J. Campbell.
That brings us to $23. Oh,
Actually.
this is going to bring us to 33.
Yep. All the best to you and yours. Wishing the USA a great 250th birthday tomorrow. Thank you very
See
much,
if you're
Stormweaver.
still wishing that when we win the World Cup. Everyone's going to hate us when that happens.
I'm still waiting on USA to win the Quidditch World Cup.
Bitch.
Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, though, this is a movie that I don't know why you take a character like Ant-Man and you try to go for what is the darkest Ant-Man story that you can tell. He finally gets a full superhero film. It's tonally, I don't want to say it's fully tonally a different idea than the rest of them, but it's a semi-cosmic adventure when the last two have been mostly heist movies. I can understand why it didn't work. And number one on the list, the most, even topping out the Eternals, the most boring MCU film that I can remember. So much so that I forgot about it. The Fantastic Four: First Steps, opening weekend of 117 million.
Very front-loaded was this movie. This was
Very
the definition
front-loaded.
of front-loaded superhero movie.
Right, it's 290 for the whole run.
Yeah, this fell off a cliff. The second that it was the first weekend was over, this is what I think is going to happen to Doomsday, because I think people are going to see the trailers and they're going to see Tobey Maguire in it, and they're going to see Hugh Jackman, and they're going to see Steve Rogers, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to totally go to this. Everyone's going to go the first weekend. It's going to make like $200 million in its first weekend, and then it's going to have an 80% drop off because everyone's going to be like, this was trash.
I hated that film. I really did.
I hate it too. Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is my favorite comic book character ever. He is such a good character that he starts with a noble sacrifice. He's he's human, but he's also an outsider in everything that he does. But he's an outsider because he has these like deep feelings about preserving humanity. And then you have let's make it a mom and her one kid. You know, not saying that can't be a great story, but it's a very different dynamic.
I was complaining again, ground zero, whenever I don't like something, my poor husband and the entire 30 minutes on the drive home from this film had to put up with me. But what I realized is part of the reason I don't like the Fantastic Four film is because I actually don't like Sue. And it's not the way she's portrayed. It's just Sue in general, right? Like I had to go home and actually do my research. And I was like, no, Sue's actually a terrible character, like completely trash, right?
Yeah.
And then I started looking into the Sun. I was like, this is also trash. Like this is a terrible plot, like all of it. Like why did this ever happen? But like the filmography in this film, like absolutely disgusted me because don't act like these people didn't know what they were doing. Where every time the men were together, the cameras were angled in a way to look down on men. But every time Sue had to do one of her inspiring speeches or her blah, 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 whatever Sue's doing, they made sure that it was zoomed in and you were looking up to Sue. I can't stand that. Absolutely can't stand it.
By the way, apparently I was wrong on the worldwide box office for this. I had looked up the wrong information. So I just changed it in the article.
All right. All right. Well, the full run being half a billion dollars and 270 million of that coming from the United States. They didn't make their money back on this one.
No, definitely not.
There's no way they made their money back on this one. So you have this planet, and there are people who say no, Fantastic Four was good, and I have to disagree with them. Like,
It's not good.
The odd trajectory here is that Fantastic Four films have had a downward trend since 1993. Like the Roger Corman one is I think it's Rise of the Silver Surfer, maybe the Tim Story, or maybe the Roger Corman one for me. Then I think I actually like Fan Four Stick more than I like this one, and then this is the absolute bottom for me. It's like the best part of it is the Galactus stuff, which is it Ralph Ineson who does the voice and he's actually in the suit, I think, playing Galactus. I like that, but outside of that, you have a planet full of cardboard people that just look up at the Fantastic Four and say, "Save us," and none of them are human people. They're generic semi 1950s I don't know people that have no real characterization, and that's it. You have a film with some decent production design, iffy cinematography, and a great score, actually, because Michael Giacchino does the score on this one, and that is it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Am I the only one who actually remembers this film well because of how much I disliked it?
I've only seen it one time, so
I detested it quite a good deal. I just wasn't writing about it at the time. So that probably would have been at least 3,000 words on that part place. So.
Yep. But then we get we get the absolute bottom of the barrel, and it is Supergirl, a film that will only be notable in the fact that we are all talking about it.
Yep.
So,
do we get paid for marketing this film? Do we get paid for that?
I don't.
Warner Brothers does have a history of doing that, but I don't think they're going to get us.
We spent a lot of time talking about this film in like various places. Like I've gotten some good engagement talking. I think we get a little ching ching for this.
I think the third episode of The Acolyte, I think Film Threat probably deserves a massive check for making everyone aware of what was in the third episode of The Acolyte, or maybe it was the fourth. Who cares? But that was the moment that proved to me that no matter how much we talk about something, it doesn't move the needle that far. I think the real problem here was Millie Alcock coming out and just being like, "Oh, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome here." Nope. And there's this just wide list of people that Hollywood has that says, "Oh yeah, you can rag on those people, tell them not to come," even though I mean, at some point, you get to like 50% of the population of the United States, especially if you say, here you go, Christian dads with a lot of kids. Well, what's one of the widest represented demographics of people who actually go to the movie theater? Latinos. And
a lot of them are Christians with lots of kids.
Exactly. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, look, and I love how they're blaming men and misogyny for this film, but men are the ones that went to see it. 60% of the audience that went opening weekend were men. And now, Jonas, they are predicting a 60% drop this weekend. I actually think so they're predicting $15 million this weekend. I think that is way too high. I don't think it's going to even hit 15 million. But then again, Minions and Monsters just debuted to the worst opening day in Minions history.
Wait, Minions and Monsters is not doing well?
Kristinova just sent me a screenshot that I have to look into once we're off stream that says Minions and Monsters earned 14.2 million in its domestic opening day, the lowest of the franchise.
What's funny is this is being hailed as the best Minions movie so far. And
but I had also saw that like the Wednesday previews actually did really well. Like they did like 30 million.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna take a risk here, and actually I want to bring something up because I never want to bring up something as an example of something that is not interesting. So we're going to start with the thing that is actually interesting, and then we'll talk about the thing that is not interesting. So I thought in looking at Hexed, I started to question, like, am I just above the age where animation is a thing that is interesting to me? And I saw something yesterday that I was thoroughly shocked and relieved that no, I'm not the problem. Have you seen the trailer for Not Alone?
No. What
Okay.
is Not Alone?
Not Alone this is Illumination, starring Timothée Chalamet and Selena Gomez. Now let's ignore that I just said that and watch this trailer to see if you actually like it.
Okay.
Can you hear it, by the way?
Yeah,
Yes.
I already hate it.
Okay.
That one little chime. It's just like, ugh. The character design.
Well,
He's
at least he
elastic,
has character
apparently.
design.
He looks
Yeah.
like a
You
Danny
have to remember-
Longlegs who made into a human.
Right. So, just keep in mind, Walt Disney Animation Studios is supposed to be the forefront of animation. That guy's actually got Squatch and Stretch as opposed to being the same character designs we see over.
Well, yeah,
and
it's not
over
Bean
and
Mouth.
over.
Right.
Right. Okay, I'm going to point out that I have to pause because this is playing an amazing song that will definitely get us copyright struck if we play it in its entirety. A good opening shot showing scale.
Okay,
Perspective.
and not for nothing, but also like the song seems to be appropriate to what we're looking at here.
Yeah, I'll point out that I believe Lightyear might have used the same song, or at least one version of it.
Gay version.
I mean, look at this is good work on the
Condensation.
Oh, we got a girl. We got
Yeah.
a girl. Okay,
Yeah.
the plot's
hate it.
here. Let's go.
the famous Jack Sparrow quote, he's in love with a girl. I mean, look at that. That composition is good.
Oh, wait, this is about heterosexual romance.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
What?
here's the thing.
In
It's not-
today's day and age?
it's not necessarily about that. And the title has two meanings. We'll keep going on that as you can.
The animation.
Yeah. I mean, it is Illumination. So it's
Right.
I don't want to say house style, but it's definitely. Watching this with my wife, I was like, I'm choosing not to make a romantic metaphor about this in the wrong way here, but
Well, dinner means date.
dinner means date, yes, but no, I meant the rocket.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not. It's an excellent transition to whatever this. So, again, this is not necessarily what this movie is about, but it fully introduces you to what's going on. Awe at what a good job that they've done with
Yeah.
constructing this trailer. Like looking at Hexed and the things that okay, well,
Hex was just generic.
You're a pain in
nonsense.
the butt. You're a this. You're a witch. There's a magical world. Like, okay,
Down, down, down.
what the film is actually about. So you have engaging characters.
Right. I like this. I don't know of anyone who could possibly not like this. Oh, wait a minute. I like that they're British.
So, Dad.
So, and just like that, you have an original IP, you have an engaging trailer, and I actually am looking forward to seeing this movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, animation's not dead. It's just Disney's not doing it anymore. I mean, they have things that are animated. You see this and Wild Robot, which obviously a Wild Robot is based on a book, but I look at this and I thought, I'm not. I'll catch this on Not Alone Part 2.
Do you think Toy Story is going to hit $1 billion? Toy Story 5?
Yes. Well, is it out already?
Toy Story 5?
Wait, yeah. Wait, it comes out later this month.
No,
right?
Toy Story 5 is already. Toy Story 5 came out like. 2
Oh,
weeks
that's
ago.
right. That's right. Yeah. Is it?
I think it was. I think it had hit half already, but like with Minions coming out this weekend, I don't know.
I think I don't see anybody talking about you have to go see this movie, and
So it's
here
at
we are.
614 already.
Yeah. So 614, and so it has to make another 380 million, and I would say it's probably only going to lose theaters from here on out. So Yeah. I don't know. I would have assumed that this would have been an easy billion for Disney.
Yeah. You know what I think would make $1 billion?
What's that?
Oh, my love, my darling, what can I say?
Oh my. Well, anyhow, looking at the state of
We could do it as a
all
remake
the-
of Ghost,
Yeah.
but it's with an AI instead of Patrick Swayze.
So who's going to be the voice of the AI?
Carol's shaking her head. She's not volunteering.
What? Why not?
I know my voice is monotone, but I think we could get a better choice.
I actually think the matter-of-fact way that you speak would be pretty good for an AI.
My wife says that you're like Raven from Teen Titans,
Oh,
and she
thank
likes
you.
that.
Or I just very rarely speak, and when I do, it's usually like a zinger.
This reminds me, I don't do a lot of voice directing. The only voice directing that I've ever done was for Kara when she did the That Park Place outro.
Oh.
And I remember trying to take her through that without without using "say it sexy," which was what I was wanting her to do. But it was like not using that word because that's not what we're selling at That Park Place, right? To be like,
Right.
okay, so you've got a secret that if everybody knew it, they would love it. But to try to dance around that. Also, I didn't know her that well too, so I didn't want to, come off as a creeper. But I think it came out pretty well. We probably need to do a refresh on that.
Just a
audio.
reminder, guys. If we don't have much time left, but if we hit $150 in super chats, we'll play the rest of the Lorne Loves the AI theme song. We're only at $33 right now, though, so we need
May have to save it for next time.
Yeah. Culture Casino member for 28 months. Man, that's dedication. I want that Lauren movie. But would you watch it? That's the thing.
I would watch every second of this. Oh, my love.
He looks so happy.
He does.
All right. Well, we are about to wrap up here. And I just wanted to, Caro, thank you for joining us on short notice today. Is there anything that you want to plug or talk about before we wrap up?
I have a couple things that are closing out today if anybody's interested. Dirty Deeds Jailbreak, the sci-fi novel, is closing out today, and then Dirty Deeds 2, the comic, is closing out. And then if anybody just happens to have some spare money and wants to donate to a charity, my work with comic books for kids is still up on ripison.com. So if you go and either get like the digital physical or whatever you would like to do on that, all the profits go straight to the charity. Or you can just donate straight to the charity as well. I mean, there's no wrong answers. I'm just trying to make the money right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Everybody go support Tales from Twisted Ravens. And does
Please.
that now with that colon there, that implies franchise to me. So
Yeah.
does that mean that there's more coming?
Yeah, I'm actually halfway through the second one. So the next one's called Kevin, and it's about a boy that's learning how to live after his grandma passes away.
Oh.
Because when I used to work with kids, like people are really weird about talking to them about bereavement. And so like after I got done talking to the charity about the best way to go about it, we put the script in the works. So
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Douglas Nutt says, I enjoy having Caro on the show. She adds to the chill vibe.
She does.
That's right.
But also, I knew you wanted to play this.
Franchise, 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 franchise.
I was
I
trying.
could tell
Yeah.
a year ago. We've been doing this long enough.
I'm such a dork. My kids were asking about Pizza Hut being sold, and they're like, "Are they selling all the?" No, they're selling the franchise rights to Pizza Hut, and like trying to explain the franchise model too. So it's not that Yum Brands is in the chicken business; they're in the chicken business. So,
Right, exactly.
Right.
By the way, my favorite clip in the entirety of what we have back here is still this one.
This is Travis Disney.
Oh, I love that movie. I love it so much.
The clip is so perfect.
Walter Tomaszewski for 5. Slightly OT. Space Oddity is how Bowie sees his life as an international 70s rock star, as much as it is a song about an astronaut lost in space. It's so good, man. I love it. There's a great episode of Flight of the Conchords where Jermaine keeps showing up in Brett's dreams as different versions of David Bowie. I'm 1970s David Bowie. I'm 1980s David Bowie from the movie Labyrinth.
He's David.
Oh, may he rest in peace. Chef Eddie
Yes.
for $5. Hello, magical girl Jonas, magical super girl boss Marvin, and Caro, empress of that park place, queen of pop, holder of the Iron Throne, etc., etc.
Etc.
Put your crown on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is that a crochet crown?
Yep.
I love the alliteration of that, by the way. All
It's
right.
also
But
it's also
you
an
know,
ear warmer.
I will say the best thing to come out of the whole Magical Girl Jonas thing is this.
What bad takes?
Perfect.
There are no bad takes. There are only misunderstood takes.
I mean, you've had some L takes in the past.
Well, supposedly, and then people hear the rest of my opinion and they understand that they're not L takes. They're just ahead of the curve, right? Right.
Feels like L take Jonas was like forever ago.
Well,
Feels like that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You once had an L take, and we can never let you forget it ever.
Well, the original on that was that I said
He
that I
didn't
have
like
trouble
Mass
with
Effect.
Mass Effect because the character animation that plays when they're delivering dialogue makes everybody look like Stevie Wonder without the sunglasses on, and it's very distracting.
L take.
What? Well, yeah, that's fine. You know, I will say I'm really getting the urge to do like a original Halo playthrough. I just got to figure it out. I got to figure out a way to get this 360 running. So, all right, Marv, is there anything that you want to shout out before we hit this button?
So gonna have some new videos coming out later today. We are launching M4cast AM daily at 10 a.m. now on the M4 Empire. So we'll be back with that on Monday. We had our first one today, and it was really fun and you know did really well. So we're gonna be doing more of them.
Awesome. And so then the newscast, we can expect more of that when? No. So I think this is a great idea because you are I was actually just talking about this with somebody. They say, how many articles does Marvin write in a single day? And when I
6 to
said
8.
the number, like they were like, how is that even possible? And this is a person that is doing some professional writing. And it just his jaw was on the floor. So Marv,
Well, I used to write.
We're singing your praises, you know.
Oh, thank you. I used to write a book a month, so you know when you're used to that out kind of pace, then it becomes easier to generate what you got to generate.
Yeah. Well, that being said, thank you very much for being here, and as always, we'd like to play out with our favorite theme tune, and see you next week on Extra Magic with Jonas and Marv and Caro, or Caro and Marvin, or
I may show up. Who knows? I'm like a cat.
Yeah, something like that.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.